When trying to remove larger elements in an image, it might be best just to copy a really large region of good information in order to replace that unwanted content. So, in this image, I think the photograph is really all about the vertical and horizontal lines. So, this area over here is quite distracting to me. So, I'm going to select the lasso tool and then just drag a large loose selection around this iceberg right here. And I'm going to copy this area to its own layer using the keyboard shortcut Command J, or we can use Layer and then New, and then Layer via Copy. Now, I'll select the Move tool by tapping the V key and just reposition that copy over the area that I need it to replace. Now, in order to hide all of this information on the Layers panel, I'm going to hold down the Option key on Mac, Alt key on Windows, and click on the Add Layer Mask icon. That will add a layer mask that is filled with black, hiding all of the information on that layer. Then we'll go ahead and zoom in, and I'm going to switch to the Brush tool by tapping the B key. I'll just right click to make sure that I have reset the tool, and then get a little bit larger of a brush. I'll want to make sure that I'm painting with white at 100% opacity. And now I can just start painting in the mask, and I'm going to be revealing the content on that layer. So we're going to see the copy of the iceberg wherever I paint. So I might want to be a little bit careful down here at the bottom. I don't want to get rid of the water line there. Then I'll come back over here. Now, we might want to look at the mask. I can hold down the Option key on Mac or the Alt key on Windows to view that, to just make sure that we fill in this entire area right here. All right, when we're finished, we'll view the contents of the layer again. And then, in order to scale down the content, because this iceberg would be further away, I'm going to unlink the layer from the mask by clicking on the link icon. I'll target the photograph, and then I'm going to use the edit menu to choose transform and then scale. Now we can scale down the contents of the layer, in this case, the iceberg, without adjusting the mask. I'll go ahead and zoom out a little bit so we can see what this looks like in relationship to the entire image. If I wanted to flip this, I could also right click within the transformation handles and choose to flip this horizontally. Because the light is so flat in this image, I'm not that worried about the shadows being in the opposite direction, but I can see some repeating patterns, so I might not want to scale it that small. I'll go ahead and make it a little bit larger, bring it over to the right, and then tap Enter or Return in order to apply it. All right, let's zoom back in there. I just need to make sure I don't need to adjust my mask anymore. I think it could use a little bit of softening on the edge, so I'll target it in the Layers panel and just increase the feather amount. All right, I'll relink the layer with the mask, and there you are, an easy way to replace large elements in an image.